folks, it's me, I'm back, and this most certainly is not a guitar of interest to anybody. It's a fake, yes, and recently I've got into trouble on my channel for having a certain brand of fake which doesn't look dissimilar to this, and I'll come clean. Yesterday I put up a video, and I have to say it's typical English sense of humour. I love to have a bit of an April Fool joke, and yes, yesterday everybody who saw the Love Pup video, I hope you enjoyed it. It's just my silly sense of humour. But on a serious note, funny enough, there were loads of you who really like the look of the Love Pup. I'm actually tempted to see if I can have one made. Let me know what you think in the link down below. And if you did get caught out, sorry, it's just a bit of fun. Please don't be upset with me. We're just just having a laugh. And the good news is, as I've been promising to come back to you with, is that I do have a new factory contact in China for making the MILTON series guitars, the MILTON MT1 as it was called. Still waiting for some more ideas on names for that guitar, but the good news is, as I said, I've got a good friend who's been following me on YouTube for ages and followed my lead and put together a range of basses called the Chowney bass. Have a look at the link. There will be one in the link down below. There's probably right here a lovely picture of a Chowney bass at the moment, and Stephen Chown has very kindly given me his contact in China because he's found them to be very reliable. So I am in touch with them at the moment, just putting the final touches together of the next prototype version of the MILTON, the Telly shape. But I really feel that following on from the Gibson issue, I should, in response, make a single cut guitar. I'm going to call it the half cut, which will mean a lot to my English friends. The half cut guitar, and sorry, it's my terrible English sense of humour. But I will be adding another MILTON guitar to the range, and that's the news. And it will be in this style because it's quite popular. The other thing I'm thinking about doing with the MILTON guitars is I'm thinking of having them shipped with just the hardware, without pickups and wiring and pots, and in fact without even the pots, the holes drilled for the pots, because what I'm thinking of doing for the first limited run at some stage, once I'm sure of the quality standards, is I'm seriously thinking about having custom options. I think I may set up the first few myself for sale in the UK and offer complete custom, but I want to keep all of the options open on that. And one of the options that I will be having is a two humbucker guitar. The standard, my own model if you like, will be exactly the same wiring setup as a classic single cut guitar like this one is pretending to be, simply because recently I've been playing this particular one, which we affectionately call Greenie Moore 2, those of you that have been subscribed to me for a while. I've been playing this guitar pretty much non-stop in rehearsals, just because it happened to come out of the cases first when I moved house recently. And you can see it's been collecting dust. This is an unbranded guitar, and it is pretending to be something that it's not, just so that I can quickly recap on some of the tells on these guitars. The biggest one is the crosshead Epiphone style bridge adjusters. The other obvious one being the lack of fret end bindings, and the fact that the headstock break angle is very much shallower than what it purports to be, and there's often a scarf joint at the back here. The biggest tell is when you plug it in, because they almost invariably come set up really badly. The pickups squeal like crazy, the electronics are nonsense rubbish that needs swapping out 9 times out of 10, and they do not play well out of the box. So there you have it, a recap of what was in the videos, a potted version, because I'm not allowed to have, well, I'm not allowed, I am allowed, but I've decided to take down all of my previous Chibson videos and unboxings, because I've no intention of infringing any trademarks. And having said that, I've just realised I forgot to put tape over the truss rod cover, so hopefully you haven't noticed that. But all the other trademarks on this guitar, the body shape itself is not covered by trademark. What is covered is the bell-shaped truss rod cover, what they call the open book headstock, and I think that's about it on this type of model, which could be referred to as a love pup. I thought you might enjoy that. Those of you that remember my floral poi video from 2 years ago, I'm still getting comments that genuine American Strat sounds awful because people thought it came from China. I do review guitars other than Chinese, you know. Anyway, I'm making this video far too long, and I'm restricted on my videos because one thing that wasn't an April Fool is the fact that I have been contacted by YouTube, and I have got a community guidelines strike. Here's the proof of that. And I do have to keep my videos under 15 minutes for the next 6 months. A little bit of news on that, because I did promise you I would take them on a little bit, and I have disputed the community guidelines strike with YouTube, because I felt that the one thing that I have never done is promote counterfeit and fake guitars. And looking at their community guidelines, the thing that they are that breaks their community guidelines is promotion or selling of fakes. Now, I've done neither, ever. The video that was taken down was probably my most positive video about any Chinese copy guitar, and I can see their point, but they took it in isolation and they didn't look at all of my videos. I think if they had, they'd have realised very quickly that actually having a bit of a pop at me is a bit of a mistake. It's like cutting off your nose to spite your face, because I was trying to help to explain that these things aren't worth buying. This one has, I think I've put about £100 UK pounds into this one, replacing various hardware, and certainly all of the wiring has been changed. That's why it's pretty quiet. Whereas before, I haven't shielded this one actually. I don't think I shielded this one. I may do another video on shielding at some stage, but I actually quite enjoy playing this now, but they do take a lot of work. Setup is not easy. I've given some hints and tips on some of my videos. By all means, go and have a watch of those if you're new to the channel, and it'll help you with setting up any guitar, not just a copy. But in the meantime, from me and from Greenie Moore 2, I wish you well, and I'll catch up with you really soon.